What number is this? Number 6?
Fuck, I don't keep count. I
Yeah, you don't do anything. You don't do anything but
yeah.
show up and record.
Yep, and you're lucky you get that out of me. No, I do want to do more of the producing stuff a bit, but yeah, I got other shit I need to do.
What?
So I got other shit I need to do. Oh,
You are such a bullshitter. You just fucking you don't have other shit to do. I'm gonna call you out on this right
well, I'm
now.
saying once I get my laptop, I'm gonna try to I'm assuming there's apps that you can fucking buy for podcasting, doing like editorial shit on a laptop. So once I get a laptop, but that I won't have no laptop for another few months. Like, it was just whenever I get past
Wait,
that.
what are you talking? You're talking about doing some editing?
Yeah, it's helping you out with the editing or whatever, or doing other shit. I don't know.
I don't know if I trust you with that though, because I feel like you would leave in something bad when you should take out. You know,
Yeah, I might.
that's what I'm saying. So I don't know if
Like,
I want to. You could still edit
well,
it, but I would still want to review it and do some edits myself.
well, then, no, I just won't do the editing. But there's other shit you can do for producing. Like, I don't know. I can see about doing some animation on some apps or whatever the fuck that was.
What?
An app, an animation. I don't know. I'm just, I don't know nothing about computers. I'm
Do
just
you,
guessing that
yeah, I could
there's an
tell
app
because
you can download that shows you how to do it.
I could tell that you don't know shit because you keep calling them apps. Not everything on the computer is an app. Some things are just fucking, software or fucking it's online. Like it's not. They
Okay,
do
Bill
have
Gates.
apps, but what?
I said, okay, Bill Gates, whatever. I don't know anything about computers. I'm sorry.
I don't know shit about computers either, to be honest. But like, you were just like, you just get an app to do that. He just sounded like a guy that didn't really understand how apps work. Like you're like, oh my god,
That's
honey,
exactly who
it was like, oh my god, the fucking the toilet just exploded, and you gotta call somebody. And it's like, yeah, no, there's an app for that. I think you use the app to do that. It's like, no, apps
No,
don't
I'd be
fix
more like
everything.
I'd just look up a YouTube video of how to fix it, and I'll just fix it.
Watch a 10-minute YouTube while your apartment's flooding, or while your house is flooding. It's like, oh yeah, that's where that pipe goes. I
It's like,
would have
yeah,
never thought that. And like, thank you, Chuck. Thanks, Chuck DIY. There probably is a channel called that.
fuck this. There's a bunch of channels. Um, I saw the AMAs
What?
with that with the yeah. What?
What did you say? I can't understand you. You need to like get your face closer to. You do this every episode.
I'm pretty close to the phone now.
Yeah, but the audio sucks because you don't have a external microphone. So you have to rely on the microphone that your shitty phone has. Which your shitty phone has a shitty mic. So the closer the better. Because I can't hear you, especially with your mumbling. You're having a heavy mumble right now. Did something happen
What?
today?
No, nothing happened.
Okay, that's too close. That's
No,
too
nothing
far.
happened. They're just the
Bring it in.
same old.
Bring it in a little bit. Right. Oh, right there. Right there. That's perfect. Perfect.
All right,
Don't cut off.
alrighty now.
Don't cut off your head. I don't.
Why not, dude? It's anonymous now.
Why? Because you can't see your fucking forehead.
Yeah, this is what I want. I won't do this. I will not do a minute more of this podcast if my identity is seen.
Your whole face is showing, minus just part of your forehead.
Well, I mean, it worked for fucking Batman. It worked for.
Batman was like at least down to here. So all this is what Batman was. It was like all this.
That's exactly what I'm looking at on my fucking camera right now.
No,
You
your
just
eyes.
covered your eyes. You said,
I.
"This is Batman." That's all you did. It was like, "This is Batman." It was
Well,
just
no.
cover
Okay. Well,
everything.
obviously I can't make fucking holes in my hand, but clearly
You're
there'd
like,
be eye holes.
this is Batman. A peekaboo. Like you fucking
Shut
down.
the fuck up.
Hey, want to see my Daredevil?
That kind of did look like Daredevil. That was a good Daredevil.
Oh, thanks. I've been working on it. But
You want to hear something funny?
what?
How we were talking about like the YouTube thing? I remember one time at Lowe's, this chick was like, she's like, was doing work for somebody, like getting paid to do it. Like, I don't think professionally, but just like,
Like sex work? She's doing work. If you get paid to do work, so she's just up
no,
there just making that money.
you're,
Just licking paints and eating assholes for like $50 a pop.
why would you assume it would be, she'd be selling her body? I said I worked at, when I worked at Lowe's, she came in and she was working on something. You're like, oh, prostitution, because clearly that's the answer.
Look at, I
You're
don't
stupid.
want to like say anything because I signed an NDA, but there's a documentary out that's going to come out in the next couple of years, and it's about Lowe's. Let me tell you.
Are you being serious right now, or are you just fucking around? Because
No.
I could actually see them making a documentary about some weird thing that happened at some Lowe's somewhere. But anyway, to get back
No,
on
I was just
track,
making shit up.
wrong, completely wrong guess. She wasn't there selling her body. She was there buying. Ugh. She was there buying lumber to work on something for somebody, like a deck or something. I don't remember what it was exactly, but she was telling me how, she started doing this for extra money and stuff like that. And I was like, oh, okay, yeah, that's cool. I was like, so you like been a contractor for a long time, or, like, oh, and she was like, no. She's like, I just started it in the pandemic. She's like, I just kind of picked up as a hobby and learned a lot of things on YouTube and then started like charging people and stuff. And I was kind of like, I hope she doesn't fucking tell her clients that, because I would have no faith in my contractor if they were just like, yeah, I learned everything I know off of YouTube videos. I'd be like, what? That's not
Well, no, I
don't
wouldn't
put
even
that on your
know
resume.
what she a legit contractor, or does this sound like she just looked up YouTube videos, started putting wood together and nailing it, and it was like $50, and just made extra cash. And you're saying like I would never trust a contractor. It's like it doesn't sound like she's a contractor.
She never, to be fair, she never called herself a contractor. That's just what I called her, because that's what most of the guys were that came in. But she was like, I don't think she ever referred to herself as that, but she did say that she was doing like, stuff for somebody for money. So like she was getting paid to work on somebody's shit.
Okay, god damn it.
You're gonna go back to the prostitution
what's going
thing.
in your mind to make you think prostitution? You just the expression you just said sounded just like prostitution. She's gonna do something for a man for money. Like it was just like
I didn't say a
like
man. You fucking added that part
you're
in.
trying to be big and shit.
I said
But you're
someone.
like, something about Susan over there. She wants to get some money for a man.
That's completely different. I just brought it up. I said that after I explained the whole story. So at that point of the story, you shouldn't get that confused. It's like I
I'm not
saw your
confused at
brain
all.
go, once I said it, I saw your brain go like, oh, that he's talking about prostitution now. And it's like, no, goddamn it. It's not,
Well,
it's
fuck
not
you. I'm
prostitution.
not actually thinking that you're thinking about prostitution. I'm just saying your phrasing is starting to sound like a prostitution ring at Lowe's. Like, and you did it twice, so it kind of made me laugh. Like, fuck you for making me think like, oh no, just fuck you, man.
Fuck you.
He worded that weird.
You're worded it weird.
That
wasn't the fucking point of my story, right?
I think the point is you saw a bitch that can build some shit, and you're just like contractor. And you're like, I looked up YouTube videos, and you're like, well, you're still a contractor.
Technically, I mean, she's getting paid for it. But the whole fucking point of this was
was that women can actually be contractors now. It's amazing.
No, that wasn't the point, but also
No, that wasn't the point.
The
Because you
point.
were
My
taking a misogynistic turn there, so I thought I'd just go along with
no,
it.
no, no. My point was, can you like? Do you think you could expertly, not expertly, but at least, can you learn something on YouTube enough to where you could be legitimately paid for it?
Well, yeah, some people just teach themselves without YouTube. Back when there was no internet, some guy just started just nailing wood and shit, and got eventually got better within a few years, and just like got paid to do it. I mean, people teach themselves how to play guitars and shit without YouTube and get paid to do it. So I feel like, I mean, the video would help a bit, like, but you can sometimes you can just do that shit just by just trying every day.
No, I think it's a little different because you bring up a good point by saying that people have always kind of taught themselves how to do something and then get paid for it. That is true, but that usually takes like a ridiculous amount of like that fucker's going to the library to rent a book, about that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a harder way of learning kind of. Like you can't just learn.
I know, because it's just a funny statement now. It makes sense because of online and shit and all the amount of information you get online, but it just that's funny. It's just like just a harder way of learning. You got to go to the library and rent a book.
It's way well, but that's the thing.
Anyway,
It is way easier to be stupid. That's why most people are stupid pieces of shit because it's fucking way easier to be a stupid piece of shit than a smart, decent person. But what I'm saying it's a good point that you bring up because people have taught themselves, but like there's no way like the amount of information that's on YouTube and the amount of the accessible, the fact that it's so accessible, like you just reach in your pocket and be like, I want to learn how to fucking build a birdhouse, and you'll fucking learn. You will learn if you have any capacity for knowledge. Then you would fucking learn how to do that shit. Or if you wanted to learn how to program something on a computer, like there's fuckload of videos of people that are teaching you, people that are professionals and get paid for doing shit like that, are teaching you. So like the amount of information that you have at your fingertips is, a lot more than what somebody would have had before YouTube existed. So I
it's
guess,
cool. There are like a lot of professionals in there, but I'd say you gotta watch out though, because some people might look like professionals, but they don't know what the fuck they're talking about. Like sometimes just some dude named fucking Steven, and he's just trying to show you how to steal something, but all he's doing is just making Hulk sound like cock even more and more, just and just not really showing anything. Like some,
I get what
like
you're
you ever
saying. It's
like it's the clickbait that gets you. You make you think like, oh, this is perfect for what I want to watch, and it's just like, oh, this is fucking bullshit. Like,
yeah.
but some people are so stupid. They're like, that's the proper procedure, and I would follow that for the rest of my life.
Well, that's the thing. That's the argument against like learning on YouTube is that you would probably undoubtedly learn the wrong way of doing something because if you don't exactly like check and like watch other videos, then you could be learning the wrong thing. Uh, and some things, knowledge are not knowledge, but like some things are subjective, I guess. Some people would say like, "Oh, do it this way," but somebody would say, "No, you don't have to do it that way. Do it this way." So like, like the amount of wrong information that's out there is probably just as high as the right information. But like, I don't know. I still feel
You gotta
like,
identify wrong from right.
yeah, but some people aren't smart enough to do that, which is why like a lot of high population of the this country and probably the world still believe that the Earth is flat, or that like we never landed on the moon, or like what I'm saying, like people believe this shit because of like videos like YouTube and not being able
Did we
to.
land on the moon, or did we just fake it just to be like, we did it? People Russia did.
I don't think we faked it because
Well,
like
flags don't ripple in space. No, that was just
I
the rant.
that is actually is kind of a solid point though, but I I I just believe we did because I believe the technology was there. I mean, we sent satellites to Mars like 10, 20 years ago, It doesn't really. It kind of holds up to scrutiny that, 40 years prior to that, they were able to send a person to the moon. Like the moon's so fucking close to us. You know, like Mars
Yeah.
is like it's more than 30 seconds away. But or is it less than 30? It's 30 seconds to. It's exactly 30 seconds to Mars. Or is it less than
I
30
mean,
seconds to
it's
Mars?
just a song or a band, right?
No, no, I'm pretty sure it's the equation to Mars. But I just don't remember if in the beginning if it's more than 30 seconds to Mars or less than 30 seconds to Mars.
Are they still a thing? 30 Seconds to Mars? Again, is that a band or a song? Like, I know you're being legit with the accusation, but I know 30 Seconds to Mars is like, it's a song or something.
No, you're right. It's a band. You got it right the first time. You said band. It's the fucking.
It's like
They're
a
not really
90s
around
band.
anymore because Jared Leto is like a fucking big time actor now. He's the one that was his band, I think.
Oh, that was his band?
Let me double check that because I don't really know music and bands and shit, but I'm pretty sure that was his. I mean, not his, but he was like the lead singer.
Yeah, but when you're the lead singer, you pretty much own it, right?
Yeah, Jared Leto, guitar. But I think he was also the singer too. Yeah. I don't know if they still make music. I never really listened to them. I dated a chick once that was super into them, and I was kind of just like,
And you
yeah,
were super in her. Yeah, boom.
yeah, yeah, sex in the vagina. That's what I
Oh,
did.
stupid. That was stupid. I just wanted to say something really stupid. I've been watching Last Man on Earth too much.
Boom.
Now I just want to say bad jokes.
It sucks that they canceled that show. The way they ended the last season was.
I saw that there's a new season on there. This is the fourth season.
I thought that was the last one.
I thought the third season was the last one I watched.
Because I don't think anybody picked it up because it got canceled. I mean, maybe it did get picked up. I don't know, but I know the original network it was on. They canceled it. But
Yeah, because some network piece of shit.
yeah, I know. It's like just fucking. Some people are watching it. Just fucking keep going with it. Like they can't afford it. They're like, no, we can only have so many television shows. It's like we already have so many fucking television shows. You can just keep making them. And some people will watch it, some people won't. But at least the people that are watching it and liking it are happy.
Yeah, but like they don't have just like an indispensable amount of money just to fucking do all their shows when people don't like it.
That's bullshit. I guarantee you they do. Because I mean I can't guarantee it because I'm not in the industry or anything.
I saw the piles of money in the basement.
I synced it. No, I can't guarantee it. I can't guarantee it. But I would just imagine that they have more money than that. And like, have you ever seen a fucking TV show and the credits and like all the people? I understand it takes a lot of people, but you got to think that like, I bet like 60% of those people could be cut. Like they don't really necessarily need to have these people around. You know, like
Who are you talking about? Whose people are you talking about, Will?
you know how they'll have like some weird ass credit where it'll be like fucking assistant to fucking whoever the big actor is on the movie or the TV show. And it's like, why do you need to list the assistant? Why do you even need to have the assistant? Like just get rid of that position entirely. You don't need a fucking assistant. Show up at this time and fucking do your acting shit. Like what more do you need?
But actors' lives are so busy. They have multiple roles and all those Illuminati meetings and and
Shit
the
keeps you busy.
fucking and Scientology meetings, which are the same meetings.
It's the same meeting, so it's not really a good excuse for their busyness, but like, you know, a Illuminati slash Scientology meeting at least once a week. That's a lot on your plate. You need an assistant.
Yeah, and they're so busy with all their masked fuck parties that they go to at 3 o'clock in the morning. It's fucking
Or
I,
like,
I I
Or like the title that's like fucking director of fucking visual movements, visual human movements. And it's like, wait, what?
Yeah, what does that
Does
mean?
doesn't
You
make
guys
any
just looked
sense.
at the
I don't know.
video.
To be honest, I just made it
You
up.
just,
I've never actually seen that in a movie, but I just made it up. But it
no,
seems
no,
like
the
something.
guy was like,
It seems like something that would be
yeah,
legit.
it does seem like a credit. Like some dude was just watching a scene and was just like, see how he went backward then forward? I just wanted to go forward. All right, that's good. Like that's what I'm like you.
He's like, hey, just real quick, when you move your arm like this, the scene calls for you to do it like this, but I'm gonna go ahead and need you to do it like this. Okay? Did you get the? It's subtle. It's subtle, but there's a difference. This is what you were doing. I need you to do that. Okay? And that's like that's his whole job. That's what he does every fucking day of his life. Just travels to different sets and make sure that the human aspect of the movie's movements are, you know,
Yeah.
on key. And he makes like 3 times as much money you make in a year. That's the real fucked up part. That's what I'm saying. Cut his salary, make movies and TV shows and shit like that like more. See, I don't know. I kind of don't want to finish this rant because I sound kind of stupid because I'm like, keep making the TV shows. But realistically, it's like we have way too much TV as it is. I can't even fucking keep up anymore. There's shows that I
You're
like.
like, I want more.
Yeah, I know. And there's shows that I like. And I'm like, I don't know if it's not like I don't want to watch them, but it's like, fuck, there's so much TV. I don't even know. Plus, there's like sports going on, So like that time of year becomes kind of like, well, I'd rather watch basketball, football game than catch up on my shows. I don't know. I I take back everything I said. Keep making movies and shows the way that they're doing it. There's nothing wrong with that industry. I don't know why. I tried to complain. I was like, I want more shit, but really I don't. Are you frozen? Oh, you just
Oh
weren't
my
moving.
bad. My bad. What were you saying? My bad.
Fuck.
I've been my bad. I've been talking to this girl recently, and we've been fucking vibing back and forth pretty good. And
This is-
I've
Hang on
been
real
on the
quick before
messenger
I want to get into
yeah.
this. But this was you the whole time too. I kept looking at you to make sure, but you were just like, and I was like, is he frozen? And then you slowly started to move, and I was like, oh no, he was just zoning me out so hard that he turned into a fucking zombie. you fucker.
My bad.
But anyway, you're talking to a girl? Well, a woman. Don't talk to any girls.
Yeah, I'm talking to a woman.
All right.
Talking to a woman. I'm pretty good. I don't know.
How'd you fucking talk? How'd you start talking to her?
Going to town and fucking see her, man, but I'm fucking tired.
Yeah, fix your
And
fucking
because I had to get
tires,
all
you
winter
idiot.
gear before winter. Well, I had to get all my winter gear before winter hit, so I was spending money on that. And that took a couple months.
Okay, I don't give a shit about your financial situation or your fucking unpreparedness. How did you start talking to this girl? This woman, not a girl. I'm making it sound like you had some sort of weird history or something. No more girls. No more girls for you, all right?
Implying that, man. I'm fucking doing that. People make assumptions, and the next thing you know, I'm dead.
But anyway, I'm assuming it was off an app, dating app, just because how obsessed you are with apps.
Yeah, it was a dating app.
Fucking knew it.
Yeah, so it was dumb.
All right, cool. Question answered. All right.
What?
You want to fucking elaborate? I was just like, where'd you meet her? You're like, I was like, was it a dating app? And you're like, yes, it was a dating app. Like you're in court or something. You're just like, yes, Your Honor, that is correct. I was there on that date. No,
Oh
Senator,
god.
I did not witness any felonious behavior on that date in the courtroom at that time. Thank you, Senator. I'm
You made
sorry, I'm
that
gonna have to
word up.
plead the fifth on that.
You made that word up. Ain't no such thing as felonious. I've heard that fucking word before.
I,
You fucking made that up.
no, I didn't. I heard it on TV, so it's definitely not made up.
Okay. I heard a lot of shit on TV too. Don't mean it's fucking
I read it on
it's
the
straight
internet.
on in the real world.
If I read it on the internet and saw it on TV, it's definitely not wrong.
Well, you're being gratuitous right now, so
You know what? Tell me everything about your current dating life.
well, I was hitting up a couple girls left and right, but only it was like, hey, how's it going? That's about it. A couple of them I got like a few conversations out of it, but then I don't know, just, I wasn't feeling it, or just stopped talking to them, or they weren't feeling it, stopped talking to me. you know, but then it's just it's the Facebook dating apps. You just it's like all dating apps. You go through all these fucking pictures of chicks around the range that you set it for, and like or fucking don't like, and you can't talk to them unless it's a match or whatever. So they gotta like your photo on the other random wheel on their side.
What apps are you
And then
doing?
just that Facebook dating app.
Oh, just one on Facebook.
Yeah, there's one specifically on Facebook that's just a dating app.
I didn't know Facebook had that, but that makes sense. You could pretty much do Facebook become like you could do anything on it. You could buy a fucking motorcycle. You could fucking buy a lawn chair. You could sell a lawn chair, and you could also
You
trade a
buy
lawn
another
chair.
motorcycle.
I'm sorry. Continue.
I don't know, man, but you're a good fucking spokesman for Facebook, bro. I can listen to you for another hour just talking about Facebook can post pictures. You can post your own favorite music. You can like connect with like family across the ways. You can
People are
like
like, why the
not
fuck is
like
this guy
something that
explaining
don't like.
Facebook? Everybody knows Facebook. What the fuck? Like recently they changed their company name to Meta. Facebook brought to you by Meta. Let's see what else is there. Zuckerberg, you all know about him. No, but keep telling your fucking socially awkward stupid story.
Why is that socially awkward, stupid story?
I don't know because I'm an asshole. Just keep going.
Again, no, we just started talking back and forth and stuff, and I don't know. The only way I can tell to say is that we're just vibing, and now I want to see her face to face. You know, tit to tit,
You mean
stomach to stomach.
face to puss?
Thigh to thigh. All right. I don't know what we're talking about now. But no, she's pretty. She's a pretty attractive woman. She got a good personality on her too, as far as I can tell from just only talking to her
You gotta get
a
fucking
couple days.
tires, man. You gotta
Yeah,
get
I know, right?
you gotta get two types of rubber before you can do anything. Two.
What?
You have to get two types of rubber.
So like, I go with Michelin for the first one, and then like, what's another rubber brand for tires?
I don't think you understand what I'm saying.
Nah, you mean like condoms, right? You mean
Yeah.
like candy? You talking about candy?
Oh, I see. You did understand what I was saying. You just wanted to take it in a different direction and be stupid, right? Fuck you.
Yeah, I just love to do that so you should look like. It's the utter confusion on your face. This just makes me laugh. I used to do that with like just random people, and that's just pretty funny. They don't know who I am, so it's like even more believable.
You just did it to some random person that was walking by one day.
Yep. No, but she all I can say is that she's really cool, man. She's really cool. She's beautiful.
All
She's
right,
2 years
all right,
younger
all
than me.
right, all right. Enough, enough, enough of
So
this. Enough of this. This isn't a fucking dating show.
I'm hopeful. I hope it goes somewhere, but who knows? We'll see.
Dude, don't get
We'll
too
see.
crazy. Just be cool. Just be cool.
But yeah, I'm not gonna be like, oh my god, it's another girl. Like it's like what the fuck? or or just like I don't know. What do you expect from me? Like out of this? Like what? Why you say like, dude, don't bring out what you keep on painting a bad picture for me with this show. I don't fucking appreciate it.
No,
Not
no.
cool, man.
No, I'm not on that. I wasn't trying to paint a bad picture of you, as you put it. I was trying to just because I know how you are. And I don't want to say examples because I don't want to further embarrass you on record. But like, you know how you act in certain situations when it comes to like uh, the opposite sex and courting. So like, I'm trying to tell you as like a warning, like just be cool, be cool. I know that's like kind of vague, it doesn't really explain much, but you should understand what it means in that context, right?
Yeah, yeah, I understand what it means. Be cool. Don't be so much me, I guess, because I'm a threat to women.
I'm,
Like,
that's not what I'm saying. That is not what I'm saying. Don't fucking. The girl thing was just a joke. I was just saying that as a joke because I think it's funny that as a society we still call grown ass women girls. We're like, oh, she's a hot girl. Oh, oh, I'm dating this girl.
that is true. That is
Yeah,
true.
because I find myself doing it too, where I was like, I'd be like telling like I don't know, I'll be at work and like telling a story, and I'd be like, one time I was hooking up with this girl, and I'm like, well, she was an adult woman. I don't know why I said girl. At the time, she was a consenting adult woman.
She said yes. She signed the papers and everything. I'm very thorough.
I'm trying to change it because I don't think it's right. Even in my Pornhub, I never type in girl. It's always like woman or lady, black woman,
I
Asian lady, mature lady, gay lady. I don't know why I searched that one. That one was kind of weird. I don't know. But
I like to watch the ones where it's like, oh, gay lesbian action or whatever, and you can clearly see they got two straight bitches to try to fuck each other because it doesn't look like how gay sex would go. Like whatever. Like I don't know. I just don't. I think Scissors was created by a straight porn star chick that did lesbian porn.
yeah.
She's not. I'm pretty sure no real lesbian does that position because like who is this for? Like
Yeah, one day that just some porn star just did it in her first lesbian scene. And then they were like, Cinnamon, what are you doing? And she was like, I don't know. I was cutting
I'm
stuff
checking my
earlier.
credit score. Like I don't.
What?
I was like, I'm checking my credit score.
No, I heard that part. It just what a weird fucking thing to be doing. At that time, you're
It's
sking
porn,
some
man. They
chick,
say shit
and
that's
then
so
you're just
weird
like,
it doesn't
it's
sense.
6:59. I just need to get up into the low 70s, and I'll be fine. Like, what the
It's
fuck?
porn, man. They say shit all the time that don't make no sense.
Yeah,
It is.
yeah, I know. I fucking know. Fuck, dude, what were we talking about? I feel like I didn't finish up my point that I was making. But what is life? I mean, why do I need to keep finishing my points? Who
Life,
cares?
life is where you can just carry around an assault rifle and shoot a couple people and get a slap on your wrist. Like, that's life. That's fucking life.
Oh my
Kyle
god.
Rittenhouse got written off of all the murders.
Is
Don't
that
write off Rittenhouse.
is that your fucking
Nah,
headline? What are you working for the fucking Washington Post?
I don't know, but like the least they could have done is just have him get beat up by like at least you know 5 people. You
Yeah, it's
gotta
weird.
get jumped out of the charges, my dude. If that's the least thing you can do.
It's strange that like not only did that he like him and the his lawyers and shit won, but like they fucking like took the case anyway. Like they didn't like he didn't do a plea deal or nothing. They were like, no, we'd take this to trial. We could win this, and they fucking did. And it's like, what kind of weird system of court can you basically murder a couple of people and then be like, I'm
On
just a scared
camera,
kid. I don't
all of the
understand.
film,
Yeah, like the evidence
all of
is
the
there.
film.
He did it. The question shouldn't be whether he's innocent or guilty. The question should be what degree of murder is he guilty, and to what sentencing guidelines, and what whether it's maximum minimum amount of time, like how are we gonna go about this? Because like you know in Star Trek there's a race of people called Cardassians, and no, listen to me. Cardassians, their judicial system, they don't go around. No, those are Vulcans.
Live long and prosper, right?
Yep, you got it right. Yeah, that's
Right.
correct.
I don't know. This seems like a handshake almost, like you. I don't know.
It's not. It's just a salute. All right. But anyway, their judicial
When
system.
Spot does it,
Yes, Spock is a
Spot does it.
Vulcan that does it
Spot
all.
is a bull terrier that has no emotion.
Let me finish this. All right. I'm just trying to make a fucking
Okay.
point. I'm not trying to fucking talk about Star Trek, even though I would love to talk about it. But anyway, he are
Hey,
they.
let me just point out who does this in a conversation. We're talking about like a dude getting away with murder that just happened, just got let off, not guilty, whatever. Big fucking deal. Is riots everywhere. You're like, well, Star Trek. About
Anyway, there's
fucking
this the
480916.
shut up. The Cardassian judicial system, you do not prove one's guilt. Rather, you prove one's innocence. So, like, you're guilty until proven innocent, basically. And, like,
I don't
sometimes I'm
like
like,
that.
that's the way it should be. Because, like, in this scenario, he's definitely guilty. Like, there's no way you could say that he's not, like, that he didn't do anything wrong.
Well, there's one way that everyone thought on his side. Everyone. Every fucking one. They were like, he did a ball. Don't take my ball away from me. He don't know what he's doing. He does a ball.
You can't do that. He did a
Let
boy.
him go. Let my boy go. Like they just treated like he was living like a fucking 14-year-old did this shit.
You can't do that to that
Nah,
boy.
motherfucker was 17.
He was old enough to know better. That's for sure.
Yeah, but maybe his father didn't know
What?
better.
I don't know, dude. I'm not
Maybe his
involved
father
in like
didn't
the
do
way the
that.
court systems work and shit like that, but I just feel like with in past cases that we've seen, on big media cases like his, it's usually doesn't turn out. Actually, really, what happens is it turns out, however way, but then half the country's like, "What the fuck?" and the other half is like, "Yeah, that's reasonable. That's how it should be." You know what I'm saying? And it's like it's this weird thing that we get into. Like it's a very strange thing to me. When
Yeah,
we should just be running
that is
fair
something.
trials, or not fair, but like legit, efficient. Like collect the evidence and then
I
decide
mean,
with
who gets to pick two of their jurors?
what.
Who picks two of their jurors?
Well, that's one of like the thing. Like I don't really know shit about
You could have picked two of them and went, "Hey, get the other black guy."
you're. I'm pretty sure though. Like the jury picking process, you you get to choose like the both the prosecutors and the lawyers that are representing the defendant and maybe the defendant himself. I don't really know the rules, but I'm pretty sure they do pick who's going to be on the jury because that's like when they
Well, I
go
just thought it was
through
a random thing.
what.
Like they had all everyone's name written on a ball, and some hot bitch just winded it up and then picked it out. And it was like, oh, that's another juror. You know, it really sexed it up though, like tight ass dress, fucking showing like a lot of side boobs and shit, like hotter than the Wheel of Fortune shit.
Shut the fuck up.
Just,
She's like, this is gonna be on
just,
NBC, CNN, CBC, all the C's. I gotta get on there.
hey, you'll see all these triple D's.
You stupid.
Triple D's. But no, I just sidetracked. But I did think it was like random to that, not to that degree, but like I did think thought it was like a random selection.
It is random in a sense that like it's like they randomly select people that are registered voters and shit and are that are legit like can be jury members, and then from there they decide. It's a process, right? Like they continue to decide. I've never made it all the way through the process. I got chosen for jury duty a few times, and it was just like, they got canceled before I even went in. And there's one time I actually went in, and like they got us all there, but then the judge came out and was like, well, the defendant or whatever the fuck decided to take a plea deal. So he was like, so you guys are all off the hook, basically. And we were like, cool, awesome. But I was like, fuck, I kind of wanted to see this whole process because, like, we were in the process of being, like, picked. Like, so, like, there was, like, 50 of us in this room. But, like, obviously there's only, what, like 12 people in a jury or something? So, like, they were going to go through and make their selections. But we didn't have to do all that.
I don't think you would got selected though. It would took one look at you and was like, he looks Mexican. He can go. If this whole justice or law could ever show us anything, is that racist as shit. But like it's crazy, man. The amount of black people dying on the streets because of the cops or something is like fucking like it's the same as like a new issue of fucking like comic came out. It's like weekly. It's like, oh, this person.
Another one, huh?
And it's almost like became so much that people are numb to it now. And this whole civil, I don't know. I feel like civil rights has took a stalling point since, since, I want to say since 9/11.
What?
Well, probably since Martin Luther King died. I don't know.
I don't know,
But
man.
all I know is that for shit to change, they need a real charismatic, fucking fearless leader to lead the charge. Like fucking twice as twice as good as fucking MLK was, and then everyone else, the part of the group, needs to protect the shit out of that motherfucker because whatever secret society we got going on is fucking gunning for him. And
You've
you need
brought
to
this
fucking brace
you
yourself.
brought this up
Like,
before.
yeah, because I truly believe that's what needs to happen. There needs to be a leader, and you protect that motherfucker.
I don't think
Fucking
I this is my opinion.
self-sacrificing type of protection.
My opinion is contrary to that, but like my opinion is based on a larger kind of issue. Not just the Black Lives Matter group, but like any group or any like country or any people. Like it's like we don't need leaders. I think leaders is what is part of the problem. Like like we could just kind of rely on ourselves and each other, and we could get through shit.
Yeah, but there will always be those charismatic individuals. People are just born with it that lead the charge, man, and they have this thing that makes you want to follow them. And I'm not talking about a leader in the regards of fucking, you know, fucking, a general or fucking president or whatever, or any kind of politician. I'm just talking about a person. I guess I'm talking about revered men. That's what fucking a movement needs to fucking make some headway through this shit. It's just someone who's revered, someone you look well up to, someone who's like a fucking really good fucking, you know, fucking person. I'll say not necessarily a leader, but like, because I mean, I'm not looking at it like a politician way, you know. It's just
Yeah, I
I look at
understand
it
what you're
because it's
saying, but I don't think people
just,
like that are like a dime a dozen, you know? I think
no, they're
that
not. They're
very,
rare
yeah.
and they hide because the society showed that they murder these men all the time when they lead the charge, and fucking no one, no one does anything. Like,
I like there's this, I think it was on Futurama, there's this episode where they go into a two-dimensional world, and they're like, two-dimensional beings there, and they say to the two-dimensional beings about how like they're actually from a three-dimensional world, you know, and then the two-dimensional beings are like, you've opened up my eyes to new ideas and new ways of thinking. And then he's like, get him, kill him.
yeah, and that's humanity in a nutshell.
Yeah. And they make a similar joke in Futurama as well, where Zap Brannigan says, ever since the dawn of time, there's been uh, people who have gone out and put their ideals onto other people and stuff like that, and then he's like, and then we've always found him and killed him or something, or he's like, we found him and took his shit or something. I forget exactly what he says, but it's something along those lines. Like,
My favorite Zap Brannigan and that little alien dude line when they're lost in the Amazon or whatever. And then Zap Brannigan's like, I don't know where we are. This whole place is uncharted. And the alien dude was just like, it's not uncharted. You lost the chart. It's like, yeah, it's like one of my favorite lines. The way he said it. Like, so charted.
he's one of the funny parts of that show. Just because how fucking stupid he is, but he's like in a huge position of power, which is kind of funny because it like relates to like kind of how a lot of times it does happen. You know, we have these like really ridiculous individuals that hold onto a huge amount of power. You know.
I think there's quite a bit of ridiculous amount of people that, are, fucking have a lot of power.
No one man could have all that power, except for they
Yeah.
do.
A lot of people with power nowadays. But, actually, this fucking, Rittenhouse. Go fuck yourself. Fucking big crying ass piece of shit. I couldn't tell if he was sneezing or crying. It was fucking ridiculous. We have to stop court because damn near grown ass man fucking was crying at court.
Well, it's kind of like one of those things. Like, are you upset because of what happened, or are you upset because you got caught? You know, it's like I think he's upset because he's very close to facing, um, you know, fucking charges.
Man, he was almost a hero though. He was oh, so close from being an American hero. It was crazy.
What?
Because I feel like that was his goal was to be the American hero. He's like,
Oh,
I'm gonna
oh,
protect everything. I'm gonna protect everything that going to try to destroy. No matter what, I want to protect. Like it's like we don't need your protect, fucking 17-year-old bitch.
yeah,
Like it just that goes around a lot in this country though. This whole fucking self-proclaimed neighborhood watch fucking warrior of peace and justice fucking so like that other case that's still ongoing. I mean, I'm not sure they have a verdict yet or not, but those three dudes that killed that black dude running through the streets or whatever because he was walking through a house and checking shit out that was like being half built or whatever.
oh yeah, I've heard
And
about
they're
that.
like, well, we just saw something suspicious and we thought we had to handle it and we handled it. It's like, who the fuck are these fucking gay warriors of fucking stupid justice? I don't like it. Like, we don't need your kind of brand of faggy justice, you cunt. We don't need it.
Yeah,
We're
it's
fucking
it's It's really weird because like, why would somebody put? I don't know. I don't understand it because like, it's not. It kind of sounds like I'm the dick though because I'm like, why would anybody do anything for anybody? You know, like,
Yeah, I get what you mean by you sound like a dick to be like,
like
just keep your head down and just move, and it's not your business. Yeah.
yeah, well, not even that. Like, I mean, if you saw like a woman being raped, and like let's say I lived in like the big city and I was walking by and I noticed in the
I'd
alley
be
that
like,
a
wait, rape me instead.
well, I mean, that might work. That would be pretty noble and pretty selfless if you did do that. But I would just be, if I was walking by, I would just be like, "Hey, what the fuck?" And then like, but here's the thing. Here's
That
where
he's not gonna stop. He's a rapist, Will.
no,
Like, what do you?
he could get
You
scared and
think
notice
it's gonna
that
be a deer in headlights? Like, you think it's just a fucking deer?
if he gets
Hey,
caught by somebody, then yeah, because I could easily call the cops and then the cops will be there, so he would have to run away. But but
cops will
there
be there in like 10 minutes. Enough time for him to finish. You're just gonna be like, cops are on their way.
don't reenact
Now you're
it.
just watching a woman get raped, and then you call the cops so you can tell them he watched a woman get raped. Like,
And then they're like, "Well, that's a crime too. You're getting arrested." Like, no, no, I didn't want. No, here's the thing.
yeah,
One,
they're not State Farm. They don't just magically appear when you need them. The cops
here's.
have never
Can
been.
you fucking let me speak? All right. Fuck you and your goddamn jokes. All right. Here's one of two things would happen. Like I said, I'll yell and the guy will get spooked and scared and run away, or the guy has a weapon or is just threatening of some sort and he comes after me. Now, if the guy comes after me, I'm fucking booking it. I'm sorry that she had to get raped, but I don't have to get beat up as well, right? Like, so like that's where I'm kind of like, but maybe I'm just an asshole, you know?
Yeah, but like if he comes after you, I don't know. You'll have to pick up his pants first or something. He's not gonna come out you all shirt cocking and his dick flopping. Like,
That is kind of true, I guess. I don't know. I would hope that like 9 times out of 10, the first thing would happen. You just see somebody and you go, "Hey, stop that," or like, "Hey, what the fuck are you doing?" And then they just run away. You know, like I would imagine that would happen more often than not, but I could be wrong.
you remind me of this dude, man. I was watching on one of the shows that I watched. You can delete that, whatever. One of the shows that they watched, and like crazy stuff caught on camera, or whatever. And this dude, this doctor, was driving, like, coming back home from late night work, dark and shit. And as he was driving, he saw as he was passing an intersection, he saw on the side of the road that this dude was carrying like this clearly like limp girl. And I was just like fucking, drugged up, whatever. So this motherfucker backs up on the interstate, oh not on the interstate, on the whole road and shit, and then goes over there, parks his car, and then walks up to the dude holding this. Like, if you just read the situation, this is obviously this fucking clearly this bitch didn't have too much to drink. She's kind of some date rape drugs, and this dude's throwing her in the van. It's like a human trafficking situation going on, and he just goes like, like you would do. It was like, hey, I can see that. And then but it did stop the dude. He dropped the girl, but all he did was just get in his van, and the dude walked up to him, on like towards his car and shit, and was just like talking to him, saying something, and then not going for like to kind of like I would have just shoved the door on him or something, man, like that, because he's reaching in for something, but the dude just comes back out with a fucking Uzi type of gun or some shit, some kind of big. It wasn't like a pistol, but it was bigger than a pistol. I don't know, but and then shoots him in the stomach, and now he's just a dude going like on the ground going ah, but but the dude tries to shoot him again, but his fucking gun jams, and then he just like gets in his van and leaves. But I guess he did leave the girl there, so he did kind of save the girl's life. But I mean, he could have done some things to kind of make his probability of getting shot in the fucking gun a little less. I think if he would have just been more aggressive about it and apprehensive instead of acting like a kind neighbor trying to settle a dispute.
Yeah, I get. I don't know. Like, who is this guy in the show? Is he like a badass, or is he like not? But you know what I'm saying? Like,
No, this isn't a show. This is real life. This really happened. It was caught on the street cam. There was a
uh,
surgeon doctor that was on his way home from work when he saw shit, and the street
who was
cam
it
caught
though?
everything. There's some doctor dude. He was like almost about to graduate from his surgeon, like shit.
So I mean, not to generalize, but like he probably wasn't like trained in any sort of combat or anything.
You don't have to be trained in combat to fucking kick a door in a motherfucker's
How is
when he
kicking a
goes into
door?
his phone.
Kicking a door is not gonna do shit if he still has a gun. Like, what are you gonna
He was
do?
reaching for a gun in the van. I mean, if anything, it made him alertive and fucking. And now he's focused on you and not that girl, and then you guys can find out.
So you're saying what he should have did was just ran up to the guy and just started beating the shit out of him.
Nah, for what he did was right to call out to see what he was gonna do. But once that dude clearly dropped the chick and then went for his car, I would have instantly thought he's going for a fucking gun or something, some kind of weapon.
Yeah, well, yeah,
Like,
that would definitely logic would dictate like, okay, he's not just giving up. It can't be that easy, right? Like yeah. So, but what it was like a? Would you say it was like a human trafficking situation, or just some
it
dude
looked
trying
like
to
it.
rape a drunk chick?
I mean, it could have went either way, I guess, because all you seen was him trying to drag her over, and he was about to put her in his van, and she was clearly like fucking knocked out and shit, and all like her body was limp and stuff. So he was either gonna fuck her in that van, or sell her to human trafficking, or do human trafficking, or both, because those go hand in hand. If I'm being honest, it's a dark industry.
He's speaking like you know.
I temped there for once. It wasn't for me.
I, I I don't know. It's like hard to. I probably would have done something similar. I guess maybe, but also I guess if I did see him go to his car, I might have ran away because I would like you said I would have thought like logically like oh he's going to get something like you know.
Yeah, but like I don't know. Like violence isn't the answer sometimes, but sometimes it is. Sometimes you just gotta be willing to. If you're really looking for a heroic angle, I'm saying you could have just really thrown it down instead of going like, "Hey, hey, hey, now, you stop that. You stop that right now."
I don't know. You
like,
gotta think. You think. I don't know. I'm kind of thinking of it from the dude's the kidnapper's perspective, and like, why shoot somebody? Like, why not just if he let? Okay, he shot him, couldn't reload, and then just decided to left. But at that point, he was wounded, so like the dude wasn't gonna do nothing. He could have grabbed the chick and left. You know, like why if he was gonna leave the victim there, why would he shoot the guy? Why not just get in the car and drive away? You know what I'm saying?
well, he was trying to put the girl in his van, so he called out on him. So
Yeah, but he you said he left the girl after he shot the dude, and then you said his
yeah, he
gun
just left.
jammed, so he couldn't shoot him again to kill him. So he just left him there with a stomach wound and fucking took off without the girl.
I think it was like gonna be like a date rape kind of thing because I think that same dude previously raped a couple, guy and girl. Doubles is it?
He raped a guy and a girl?
Yeah, it was a couple, like a relationship couple.
Shit. And he just like fucking raped them both?
You know what our sister's question was when she saw that? She's like, did he go with the guy first or the girl?
That would be. That fucking would be. That is, I mean, I get the curiosity, but it's like, it doesn't matter. Why bring it up? It doesn't fucking matter. I get it. You're curious, though, but it doesn't fucking matter.
Yeah, get the curiosity. That's hilarious.
Yeah. it just
But
doesn't make sense to me. Like, why not just cut your losses entirely? It's like now you're going to be wanted for murder as well as attempted kidnapping, or not murder, attempted murder as well as attempted kidnapping. You know, like it just doesn't make sense to me. If I were a criminal, then it seems like that sounds like that's more just like a crazy guy. You know?
yeah, I think he was. He was a crazy dude. But sometimes you meet crazy people in your life, and sometimes you gotta fuck them up.
I don't know. I don't disagree with you in that regard, but like in this specific scenario, if the dude ran up on him and just started beating the shit out of him, what if he was like, "Yo, what the fuck? I'm just some guy trying to get my drunk girlfriend home." You know, like she has a problem. She's just getting fucking wasted all the time. She also has
At
a
that point,
gambling
you have two
problem.
options. You can stop hitting him and believe his lies, and be like, "Oh, my bad, bro." Go the other way,
How would you know
or
they're lies though?
or or you can just be like, "Well, I'm already beating the shit out of him, so might as well just be like, I'm just working through some things, man."
The cops show up and he's just like, "No, no, I was being a hero. I was being a hero." And they're like, "You fucking beat the shit out. You did a worse crime than what he was doing.
well,
What you think
even
he was doing."
even if he was doing that, like human trafficking or about to date rape this bitch so good.
don't don't fucking say it like that. Jesus
And
Christ.
I put a greedy aspect on
Yeah, you did.
it. Nah. Like even if he was gonna do that, and then yeah, I did the full blow like fucking just fucking react, just not even really look at the situation, just start beating the shit out of the dude, and then he was doing that, I probably still would go to jail for like assault and battery because like he can still charge me for beating the shit out of him.
Yeah.
Like even though he was doing what he was doing was illegal, I can still go to jail for beating the shit out of him because he can press charges against me. Like
That's kind of the thing. Like
no funny
citizens
about it.
arrest doesn't apply. You get to fucking just beat the shit out of somebody. Like, like that's not. Yeah, you could also get in trouble. But I guess it'd be worth it if you're saving, like, a lady from
Right?
being raped
Even if you
or being sold
accidentally
into
end up killing
slavery.
him, yeah, even if you accidentally end up killing him, though, you just went too far, yeah, and you go to jail for whatever, however long. Fucking breeze in jail. You don't have to worry. Like what you in for? Kill the rapist.
My point
All right,
is,
man. Have my
you
commissary, dude. You good?
you wouldn't know what the intent is though, because however unlikely and however like suspicious the scenario is of a man dragging a woman who appears to be unconscious into a van, like what if the dude was a relative of the chick and the chick was overdosing, or not overdosing, but was like on drugs in the streets, and he was just like, "All right, I gotta get this bitch home." And like the only thing he drives is a van because he's also a part-time fucking contractor
It's
who
a
learned
real fucking stretch, bro.
he's a
It's a real
part-time
fucking
he's a
stretch.
part-time contractor who learned everything he knows on YouTube. Okay? So he needs the jobs and he needs his sister to not to be on drugs. So he fucking, needs to get her home somewhat
Okay,
against her
let me
will.
let me take my drug-ridden sister that could be ODing. I don't know because I'm not a fucking doctor. Let me not call the ambulance so they can use those fucking diabetes
No, 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 she's
automatic
not
pills
ODing. She's not
like
ODing.
Narcan.
She's not ODing. I
Like,
just said that.
oh my
She's just
god,
on drugs.
how can you tell when they're on drugs and they're really fucking yeah? You're telling me she's still limp, doing all that shit. Like usually when drug addicts OD, they go limp because they're fucking dead. So it's like, nah, she's not OD. See that little twitch in her pinky? Yeah, I mean she's not OD. She's really tripping them all. It's not a thing. It's like you're not a licensed doctor. I'm not a licensed doctor. You can't just make that assumption that someone's not
We
OD.
gotta we gotta
Nah,
put
she's
that
just
on the
sleepy.
episode on the front of the episodes every fucking episode that we've done. Be like, not a licensed doctor, because we do talk about shit that we like have no fucking idea. But I don't know, man. I don't know.
But I guess in that situation, you just if in some weird world I fucking believe this nut. Like I'd help her. I'll help her into the van. Like, and how I'm helping this fucking human trafficker. Like,
Yeah, because that's what a good person would do, you know. But like, no, I think
you're a good person, but her life is ruined forever. Like, like
I
I don't get that.
I don't know. What a complex situation. But also, I think you're right. I think that's probably not a very likely story. You know, and I don't know. I don't know. This was weird. This episode was a little strange. I liked it though. It was fun. But
It was a strange episode.
it wasn't strange. That was a poor choice of words. It was like I don't know. It turned out a little differently than I expected. I feel like we talked the whole time. There's not a whole lot of like the last previous episodes. I've been cutting out like whole fucking minutes, you know, because it's just like we just be like, "What do you want to talk about? What do you want to talk? What do we talk about? What do we talk about on the talk show?" You know, so like a lot of that kind of shit I had to edit out, but like this one, I feel like I'm not gonna have to really edit anything. It's gonna be like we didn't really. This episode, I feel like I won't have to really do much, so that's nice for a change. Well, we're way past an hour.
Yeah,
Uh,
I thought it was a good little episode. We just bullshit.
yeah, it's always gonna be good. We just gotta keep doing this, and then like, then we'll be rich and famous or something. Why are we doing this? I don't understand. I don't know why. I don't know. I just want to keep doing it.
Yeah, it's just fun.
What?
I like it. Yeah, it's just fun to do. I like it.
It'd be a lot funner if we could do it in person, though. I like that we're doing it, but I hate that we're doing it this way.
Yeah, but with the pandemic and my numerous job opportunities and models, I can't. I'm busy.
Well, we gotta do one. We gotta do one in person, even if you can make time for all that, with all that
Yeah,
you have on your
oh yeah,
plate.
man. Well, we'll do it whenever I get my tires fixed. That's the.
All right, that's fine, and it doesn't matter. We could wait even until like episode fucking 20 or whatever the fuck. It doesn't matter. But like, we
Vader,
need.
Vader.
He can't hear you. I'm wearing headphones. Fucking idiot.
My bad.
All I can hear is me talking. Fuck, you made me lose your stupid fucking thoughts made me lose my train of thought.
My bad.
All right, well, you know the
Well, it was a
priority.
good
So
time.
try to make that happen, hopefully, in the near future.
Yep. In the near future, John Connor. Yeah, I got this.
Yes. Yep. Yep.
Yeah, I'll talk to you later, bro. I love you.
All right, love you too.
And, good talk.
All right, bye.